Kiss.
It's your boy, my case Smith, also known as Akes, also known as the coolest guy in sports. Back with another Who's Better. This time I have Joe Ingles versus Otto Porter Jr. on the menu now. Joe, who has played 24 games this season, 32.4 minutes per game, 12.5 points per game, 44.5 from the field, 37.9% from the three-point line, 3.9 rebounds, 4.5 assists per game, 0.2 blocks, 1.7 steals per game, 66.7 free throw line. Otto Porter, who has played 22 games this season, 29.9 minutes per game, 11.7 points per game, 49% from the field, 36.6 from the three-point line, 5.5 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.6 blocks, 1.6 steals per game, 78.1 from the free throw line. That being said, who is better? Now, Joe Ingles is, I would definitely say, probably he's more of a marksman, of course. He's also a great defender, great two-way player. Actually, he's a very underrated defender. He's kind of limited. He makes great passes, though. We know he's kind of slow, but he gets the job done. He can pass the ball. He can shoot the ball as well. And he's also, like I said, he's a great defender. We saw what he did last year against Paul George in the OKC playoff series. He basically took Paul George out of the game and made him take difficult shots. Now, Otto Porter Jr., we know he's getting that massive contract. He's making about $24 million this season. He's going to be making more than Bradley Beal next season. And of course, I believe that Bradley Beal is the Washington Wizards' best player. He's a very good shooter. He's a borderline elite shooter. He's great at moving off the ball. He's also a good rebounder, good team defender. He's very versatile. He can play, heavy minutes at either forward position and spot up minutes at the 2 or like a small ball 5 sometimes. I don't think he's worth that contract. That's the biggest problem with Otto Porter Jr. And he's also taken a dippage in his scoring this season. He's a good player, but his defense doesn't really cover enough for that contract. I mean, he's a good two-way player, but Joe Ingles is a good two-way player. He's making a little more than half of what Otto Porter's making. He's making about $13 million. So they're basically really the same player, but you have to ask yourself who has more upside. Of course, Otto Porter Jr. has more upside, but Otto Porter Jr. kind of shies away from the moment, especially in the fourth quarter. And he was complaining earlier this season about not touching the ball, not getting enough shot attempts up. But he's a very semi-good player. He's like a good overpaid role player who can spot up. He's a spot up shooter and hardly dribbles. And it's just kind of like the Washington Wizards are in a really tough situation because they overpaid for Otto Porter Jr. But that being said, if I had to pick, who would I rather have? Give me Joe Ingles over Otto Porter Jr. because I think Joe Ingles is a more complete player. I think he's a little bit better of a defender. I think he's also a better shooter. And also, I think he's a much better passer than Otto Porter Jr. So I'm going to take Joe over Otto Porter Jr., even though Joe is way older than Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter Jr. has some potential upside, but I don't think he's going to be any more than a role player for the rest of his career. That being said, I got to roll with Joe Ingles. Not saying Joe Ingles is going to be anything but a role player, but I just want Joe over Otto Porter Jr. as of right now. But that being said, who you guys rolling with? Are you rolling with Joe Ingles? Are you rolling with Otto Porter Jr.? This is your boy, my case Smith, also known as AK. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on these videos. Also, check out some of the other links in the description below. Bye, fo family. Basketball fans only. Gang, gang, gang. Let's get me to 100 subs. I'm gone. I appreciate you guys. Also, in the comments, let me know the next Who's Better video you want me to do because I will do it. I'm gone, man. Peace.